Have you ever done a really long gig? Or have you been approached to do a 4, 5, or even 6-hour set? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's djTLM. You're watching djTLMtv. Time for a Q&A video, and today I want to talk to you about doing long gigs. Let me start with the email. Hey TLM, thanks for all your nice videos and sharing your knowledge with us. I recently did my first gig. I've been practicing for a while now, so the gig went kind of smooth. The only issue I had was that the girl that booked me wanted me to play for 6 hours straight. I thought that the time was a bit lengthy, so I agreed to do a 3-hour gig. I would like to know your view with regards to this matter. Again, thank you for all your advice. It really helped me to secure that first gig. Salute to you, and I'm glad I could help you out with that first gig, for real. Now, long gigs. I've definitely had my share of long gigs, and I've done the 6-hour solo sets. And I have to say, those long sets help me out tremendously. But are long gigs for everyone? No, definitely not. If you're used to preparing your sets, making a track list, practicing all your transitions, a 6-hour set is not a good idea. You have to imagine, if you would have to prepare 6 hours, you would have to make a track list for 6 hours and practice all those transitions. That's going to be way too much preparation time. So no, that's not going to work. If you're going to do long sets, you will have to be able to freestyle. You might prepare some portions of your set, but the largest part will be freestyle. Reading the crowd, reacting to the crowd. Now, the good thing about doing long sets, or at least playing the whole night, and even if you're not playing the whole night by yourself, but for instance, let's say what I did a lot is play back-to-back with one DJ for the entire night. So that was a 5-6 hour night. Most of the time we did 11 to 5, sometimes 11 to 4. Just the two of us back-to-back. Once you do that, you get to experience all aspects of that night. You start with the warm-up, and I love to do the warm-up sets. You start with the warm-up, create that environment, nice mellow environment when people are coming in. You slowly start to build up that energy as the club fills up. When it reaches that point that the club is full and it's the right time, turn it up a notch, start to hit them with the bangers, and you have a couple of hours of straight up pandemonium. What we used to do then is when the time came around, maybe the last hour, we would turn it down a notch again. And I don't mean that we start playing slow jams, but we would turn it down a notch to turn it into a more mellow vibe to end the evening. In my opinion, that works better most of the times than just hitting them with bangers until the end of the night and then turn the lights on and everyone has to go home. I've seen that lead to some violent situations, and I prefer to leave people on a more mellow note as they leave the club. But like I said, long sets will teach you how to build and how to make that entire night go from warming up to hype and turning it back down again. If you've never played a long set, you also have to realize that it's not the same thing as coming in, doing your 1-hour set where you just hit them with bangers and leave again. You cannot do that for 6 hours. You really have to understand that there's a difference. People can't go all out for 6 hours, so your set will have to have these little moments where you give your crowd a moment to take a breather. Doesn't mean that they all have to leave the dance floor to go get a drink, but I'm sure the owner would like to see them get a couple of drinks. But you have to imagine, if you hit them with nothing but bangers, at a certain point, it's going to lose its energy anyway because people cannot go on nonstop. If you build in little moments where you take it down a notch just for a minute and you hit them with some more hype stuff again, it will have more impact also. So I think and I believe that doing long sets can be a very good learning experience, but you have to find out what's comfortable for you. If you do not feel comfortable doing 6 hours, like the person who sent me the email, you can also try to do a 3-hour set. But that experience can definitely help you build your freestyle skill. And I have to add, if you only do 60-minute sets, and a lot of you young guys see your idols, the big DJs, and they only do 60 to 90-minute sets. If you only do 60-minute sets, imagine if you're in a club one night, you're there to do a 1-hour set. You're at the end of your set, last 5 minutes. The next DJ didn't show up. The owner is going to approach you and tell you his situation and tell you, I need you to continue playing. Of course, you need to get paid for that, so you probably get the next DJ's fee, or they're going to double your fee. But that owner needs a DJ, and he's going to ask you to play longer. If you've never played longer than 1 hour, are you going to be able to perform? Of course, you can say, no, you booked me for an hour and I'm leaving, but you're going to walk away from money. And that owner is probably never going to book you again because you're totally not being flexible. So that's just my 2 cents on this whole topic. And I would love to know how you feel about this. Have you ever been approached to do long sets? If you have experience doing long 4, 5, 6 hour sets, join the conversation in the comment section down below. And if this info helped you out, make sure to click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Share the video, share the knowledge, and make sure you check the schedule so you can see when I drop all my videos. That's all for this Q&A, and I will be back on Monday. Salute.